guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaw. For those of you who are new here, excuse my stuffy nose. Your girl has got a major cold. But I am back in action. I know it has been forever since I've been recording. I'm going to explain all of that in another video though. This video is going to be a third video in my Search for the Best Pressed Powder series. I know this series was supposed to be like one a month, but it's just really hard to find pressed powders, okay, especially ones that work for my skin tone. But when I see them, I'm going to buy them and I'm going to review them for you. And when I saw the powder, I was like, yes, this is going to be perfect for my pressed powder series because the last two powders I did were high-end powders and this one is more of an affordable choice for those of you who are balling on a budget like I currently am. So I thought this would be perfect to bring back the series and get the ball moving again with videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join the gang. When we do our thing, we are comfortable, we are confident, we are unique here on this channel. I want y'all to be all three of those things. You need to want to be all three of those things for yourself as well. Go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up if you love reviews, if you're a pressed powder person like myself, or if you just think I'm a brown skin goddess, because hey, I don't freaking blame you, because look at me. As well, go ahead and follow me on my social media, XO_CNT on Snapchat and Instagram. So you need to go ahead, follow me on there. Let's be full circle friends. Let's get into the look. For those of you who are new to my pressed powder series and you are unfamiliar on how this works, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a powder on with my makeup. It'll be a pressed powder. Is a pressed powder series search, or pressed powder search series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear the powder all day and then I'm going to come back and what I'm going to do is give you my initial review, and then I'm going to come back later on and give you guys my final review, as well as rate the powder in 5 different categories, being mattifying, drying, creasing, highlighting, and maintain the consistency of my concealer. So I'm going to rate it in all 5 of those categories on a scale of 1 to 5, and then I'm going to rate the powder overall on a scale of 1 to 10. So the powder that I'm going to be reviewing is the Ruby Kisses Mineral Press Powder. This is in the shade Golden Honey. Now, just from what I know about the powder, I've already looked it up. So this powder comes in 6 shades, and all those shades are, unfortunately, for brown skin to darker tone men and women. So if you're one of my snow buddies, this would not be the powder for you. I will gladly put pictures of the shade range that I took on my phone in here for you. You can get it at any of your local beauty supply stores. It runs for about $4 to $5, $6 maybe with tax total. And yeah, so from my understanding, it's supposed to be good for people with sensitive skin or acne prone skin. It is also fragrance free, hypoallergenic, talc free, and non-comedogenic. So I know some people really care about that stuff. I only know what some of that means, so I'm not gonna act like I'm super into that. I have no idea what it means as something is non-comedogenic, so just being real with you. So those are the facts about the powder. I'm going to go ahead and put my concealer on, put the powder on, finish my makeup, and then give you guys my first impressions. I'll be right back. Okay, so as you know, one of the first categories that we discussed is going to be part of this review is the maintaining of my maintaining the quality of my concealer. I am, like I said, balling on a budget, so I am using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan today. So what we're going to do is go ahead and apply that very quick. Even though this powder isn't high-end, you still want to make sure that if this goes on silky smooth, full coverage, that when you put your powder on, it's not going to change colors. You want to make sure that it's not going to smear it, change the color, make it crackly, dry. Like I said, just maintaining the quality of the concealer the way it is after you blend it out. So we're going to go ahead and apply it. And I don't honestly even put a bunch on. I literally kind of just do a very small amount on both sides and then I blend it out. Okay, so taking a damp sponge. This is my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I love these. They come in 1 for $7 at Target or 2 for $10 if y'all are interested. So this is my Sonia Kashuk sponge. It is damp with water. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and pat on my concealer. Now that my concealer is applied and blended, we're going to go ahead, tap that out, and apply the powder. So I usually use a flat angled brush, but what I've noticed with this powder is it is very full coverage, so it's really easier to just apply it with a blush brush or a powder brush, which I'm going to do because it's so full coverage. If I pack it on the way I normally do, it gets way too crazy. So ooh, Okay, literally the second that hit my skin, that felt so freaking drying. Whoa. Woo. Oh my gosh. A little too dry for me. Oh my gosh, you guys. I feel so dry, and that's not a good thing. Matte, yay. Dry, no. And I honestly feel like that's enough. One thing I've also noticed is it's low-key in the right shade for me. I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup, and then I'll come back and give an initial review, and then I'm going to dip. Okay, you guys, so my makeup is finished, and just very, very fast, because I do have to go. My initial review, okay, it is a little kind of off base for my skin tone, and like I said, even though I used a powder brush so I could apply less in areas, it definitely did get really full coverage pretty fast. I felt like the powder was mattifying, but almost to a drying point, so I was a little concerned about that. We'll see how it holds up during the day. I did use Makeup Revolution Pro Fix setting spray, so I hope that that helped with the drying. Usually I use dewy setting spray, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm trying out some new stuff right now, so we'll just see what happens. Like I said, that's my initial review. It is currently, oh, I have to be working for a minute. It's okay. It is currently 8:56, you guys can see that. I'm going to give you my initial reviews after I get back from work. I will see y'all later. Bye.
8 hours later.
Alright, you guys, so I am finally back home. It is currently 6:13, so I went to work, ran a very short few errands, and now I am back. So we're going to go ahead and rate this powder. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little exhausted. Had a long day, so I'm going to go ahead and get on through this. As I stated in the beginning of my video, so I'm going to rate the powder on a scale of 1 to 5 in 5 different categories. Those categories being if it mattifies, if it dries my skin out, which is not good, if it creases, if it maintains the quality of my concealer, and if it brightens under my eyes. Once I rate it from 1 to 5 in those 5 categories, I am then going to give an overall rating on a scale of 1 to 10 on how I think how good or bad I think the powder is. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So if you guys can see, the powder definitely blended into my skin. Earlier I thought the powder was way too bright for my skin, but as it kind of settled into the skin as the day went on, it really kind of blends better, I feel like. So if you guys can see, there is creasing a little bit here. Under the eye there is some bunching and some creasing. If you guys can see that, I'm sorry I look crazy in the camera. However, I do notice that my skin does not feel dry anymore, and I feel like my skin actually looks a little bit dewy. So I'm actually really not mad about that. I'm glad that I was able to not be crackly and dry, because it was feeling real iffy earlier. So I am gonna go ahead and rate the powders. So in the first category I'm gonna rate the powder in is gonna be if the powder brightens under the eyes. I'm gonna give it a 5 in that category out of 5 total points. I think it did a very good job at brightening under the eye. Y'all know at first I thought it was a little bit too bright, but like I said, as it settled into the skin, it got a lot more even. It looked so much better. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. And the next category I'm gonna rate it on is how drying it was to the skin, being 1 being that it dried me out super bad, 5 being that it was on point. As far as dryness goes, I'm actually going to give the powder a 4 because it actually took some of the glow and the dew from my highlighter. And I don't know if that was a powder or if it was the highlighter, but I definitely do feel like the powder has something to do with it, because usually no matter what setting spray I use, my highlight is always on fleek. But I noticed in combination with this powder, my highlight kind of, it's still there, but it's not nearly as glowy, and I definitely felt the powder kind of sucked some of that up. So in the next category we're going to rate it in is how well it mattified the skin, and I am going to give it a 5 in that category because I am fairly matte in all the right places. The next category I'm going to rate this powder in is if it maintained the quality of my concealer. I'm going to give the powder a 5 out of 5 for that, only because, not that I'm using any high-end powder, but I feel like even if I didn't use this powder, this particular concealer would look the exact same way under my eyes no matter which way I set it, and I feel like that's important. I want to make sure that certain powders don't change the consistency, the color, or the feel of my concealer, and this did a great job of just maintaining the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the quality that it comes in, so if that makes sense. The next category I'm going to rate this powder in is the creasing. Y'all already know I'm going to give it a 3 for the creasing because I did get creasing under the eyes and my smile lines. However, I feel like it's only really bunching. I really don't think it's that bad in the under eye. It is very noticeable in the crease area though. Fixable, but noticeable nonetheless. So I can only give it a 3 in that category. So to give this powder an overall rating based on my personal feelings on the powder and the way that I rated it in conjunction with what the description says about the powder, which will be linked in the website down below, I'm going to go ahead and give this powder on a scale of 1 to 10 overall. I am going to give this powder a 7 out of 10. The only reason I'm saying 7 out of 10 is because if you're a dry skin person like me, I feel like this powder may get too drying for you. As well, the lack of shades that they have is a little upsetting to me because I feel like I want to make my channel welcome to everyone, and I want to use products that everyone can find their shade in. So even though I'm very happy they have shades that work great for me, I'm not happy that my snow bunnies out there can't enjoy this powder as well, especially at such an affordable price. So I am going to take off a point for that as well. And the final point I'm going to take it off for is the creasing, of course, because what's the point in a face powder to set your face if you're going to get creasing? Obviously. So it's going to get a 7 out of 10 for me. I was hoping it was going to score a little bit higher, but I'm not mad at the score. Still a decent score. I am going to link all the info for this powder down below if you're interested in checking it out for yourself, be it online or finding it in your local beauty supply store. All the deets will be down below. Thank y'all so much for watching this review. I hope you guys enjoyed the tea on this powder, and I hope those y'all, like I said, who are belong on a budget like myself, who may want to give this powder a try, I really wish you the best of luck with your pressed powder journey. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button right freaking now if you have not already, to keep up with the search for the best pressed powder series. Everyone out there who is not a baker, who is not a loose powder lady or man, you know, you guys want to go ahead and join me on this journey as we search for the best pressed powder on the market right now, be it high-end or drugstore. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you find this review helpful, if you think I'm a brown skin goddess, which I don't blame you, or if you just enjoy hanging out with me and you think this video slams, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button as well. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Comment down below, let me know what you think. That lets me know that y'all are picking up what I am putting down. I am going to go ahead. I do have plans tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get ready. So thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informative. I hope that you guys think I am awesome. If you want more of this brown skin goddess, go ahead. Follow me on all my social media, XO_CNT on Snapchat and Instagram. You can link up with me there as well. I gotta run, but it has been so much fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. More great things coming in the future. Woohoo! I'll see y'all in the next one.
I'm sorry, baby, but we only sweat the checks. So honestly, baby, you can be next. Playing with both sides like you playing with regret. Playing with this size like you playing with a check.